is a boy from the future. He heard about violence in history books, but watching the news in our world still shocks him. He knows how his people ended war, but he can't help us with the technology because when he traveled here, it was just like Terminator. He couldn't bring anything, even clothes, which was awkward when he first materialized in that nursing home in Saratoga. Sebastian is here because his world is dying, and it isn't because of nuclear war. They ended war centuries before him. With unlimited energy, there was no more need for it. No homeless, no crime, nothing in the streets but streetlight holograms cycling through the best artwork of the year. It isn't because of any global disasters. Nanobots programmed like white blood cells only better eliminated disease in his world, so there is no Andromeda strain virus wiping out all of humanity. His predecessors reversed global warming and diverted incoming asteroids, and nobody ever programmed artificially intelligent robots that became hellbent on the destruction of their human creators. No, Sebastian's world is dying because of reality television. It's never the obvious stuff that gets you. He says everybody knew war was bad, but reality TV, it just seemed like a gray area. What happened is this. Over the millennia, the people of the future got stupider. It started when even the best and brightest of Sebastian's ancestors began watching reality television. At first, they watched just ironically. They said they were only enjoying it because it was so ridiculous. But they grew a little bit addicted. And their children grew a little bit more addicted. Programs about bridal boot camps and Australian men eating tarantulas in exotic locations gave way to shows about dating in zero gravity or being the first pop star on the moon. And eventually, over the generations, the people of the future grew more and more functionally stupid. Which brings us to Sebastian. You see, Sebastian is the last genius of his time. Most of his people can do little more than sit drooling in front of the next season of The Real Solar System on MTV and then shift to their computers to talk about it on chat websites. Hydroponic farms and salmon cloning facilities sit rusting while his generation starves, unable to remember how to feed itself. Sebastian isn't here to save his world. His is a cautionary tale. It was all that he could do to come here and tell it. We have to save ourselves. I can't make you stop watching The Bachelor, he says. All I can do is remind you that you are responsible for all of your decisions, even the seemingly harmless ones.